But the problem is sometimes when you change your lifestyle, other people don't like that, right? Like they're stuck in a lifestyle that they don't necessarily like, but they're not willing to change it. And because of that, they're going to judge you. The topic is about why is it okay to say this particular thing to women. So it's about some things that are totally inappropriate to say to a woman. One thing in particular, and I'll get to it in a second. But I was saying, when women start taking better care of themselves and changing their lifestyles, a lot of people start judging them because the people that aren't willing to change their lifestyles, meaning exercise, start exercising and eating right, they start judging the people around them that are, and then that are seeing results. So I had a member of my group get commented that she, what's wrong with you? You look skinny. Meanwhile, she looks healthy. She's not overly skinny, in my opinion. She looks absolutely beautiful. She feels comfortable. And so why is it okay for people to judge your lifestyle and say something like, you look too skinny to a woman? Like, is that, so I don't think anyone else, like if a person is overweight, do you think it's appropriate for somebody to say to them, wow, you're really heavy, or you're really overweight? No, that is completely inappropriate. But why, so when we go the other end of the spectrum and somebody's thin or has lost weight and has tried to lose weight, is it okay for somebody to say to them, wow, like what's happened? You're so skinny. Are you eating? And it's like, she's like, of course I'm eating. I'm just eating healthier and I'm exercising and I feel great, right? So it kind of made me angry, and other people chimed in that they'd had similar things said to them, which I think is, I think we are accepting of people, and I love that people, exactly, everyone's equal. Like, and if somebody wants to maintain a lifestyle where they're not exercising and eating healthy, that's their prerogative, but they shouldn't judge the people that have decided to change their life, right? Guys, I'm a doctor. I promote eating healthy and exercising, and I promote not being overweight. If and a lot of times, many times it's within your control, because that leads to a lot of other things, a lot of other medical conditions, right? So I promote a healthy lifestyle, teaching people how to eat well, eat balanced nutrition, not diet, right? And get rid of the freaking processed foods that are like causing our world to be so sick, our country at least. And like the fact that most of the population doesn't get the recommended weekly allowance of exercise is disturbing. And so with that being said, I have a group of women who have chosen, I am from the US. Someone on Instagram asked me where I was from, United States. So, which country? Yes, I answered that correctly. So I feel like it's just a complete shift, other end of the spectrum. Again, she doesn't have an eating disorder. She's eating healthy. She's just eating better than she had. And so many people, when they go out, and because you're refusing the chips, because you're eating a salad instead of, I don't know, the dips and the chips, or because you're having your burger without the bun, or I don't know, or not having the dessert, all of a sudden there's something really wrong with you, okay? And I feel like that's gotta stop. That's gotta shift. It starts making people like my girl feel self-conscious in public situations where everybody around her is like, now the focus is on her and the fact that she's not eating, the desserts, or just like someone who chooses not to drink. Is it okay to point them out and be like, oh, what's wrong with you? You don't drink? No, that's their prerogative, right? I don't think anyone in any social situation should be pointed out for how they're eating or how they look. I just think it's wrong. And I don't think it, again, no one would ever say to someone who's overweight, so I don't think, make some breath. I got to make this quick because I got a lot of things to do. And I'm a fast talker, so someone's telling me to get some water because I'm talking fast on Instagram. But anyhow, the point is, I'm fired up too. That's really what it is. I was fired up 2 days ago when they put this in my group, and I was like, I've got to talk about this because it fires me up that the people think it's okay to talk to women like this. So, and not even like, hey, you look great. What are you doing? That's different. If someone says, oh my gosh, you look amazing, what are you doing? That's different than someone saying, wow, you look skinny. Are you okay? Right? Like, wow, why do people think it's okay? So I was just really fired up. We had this big discussion in my online fitness community about it. It is not okay. She at least has a place to go that she is completely supported. I have heard this before from a male member of mine in my nutrition group, that big Italian family, that just because, you know, he goes to a Sunday meal and Naz doesn't have the pasta and he brings the veggies, he's all of a sudden like called out on it. And that, you know, like, what are you doing? Have you changed? Why are you eating like that? Like, he chose to have a healthier lifestyle. Why is it such a bad thing? Why is this like lifestyle of eating all this pastas and breads? It's fine to do it once in a while, but like if somebody decides not to eat like that anymore, why is it not okay? It's absolutely okay. So I think the fact that our world doesn't eat, our world is our country is completely full of processed, convenient food for our busy lifestyles. And the fact that there are some people willing to step up and change their nutrition and make an effort and cut up their veggies and bring veggies to social situations and say no to the desserts, you know, and it's not like they say no to the desserts all the time. I'll get some water. They say no sometimes, most of the time, right? So I just had to go off on that tangent because I don't think you ever should judge somebody in public in front of others for their eating choices, bad or good, or for how they look, bad or good. Now, again, if you want to celebrate somebody because they look amazing, that's different, right? And that could be someone who's still overweight that has already lost 10, 20, 30, 40 pounds, because sometimes that gives them the catalyst to keep going because people are noticing. Or someone who's not as heavy and has lost weight and now is back to their normal weight. This hat is really annoying me. Okay. I'm going to take a breath now and I'm going to get off because I have some stuff to do, some training videos to do, and then I'm going to go hit the lake out in the boat because it is so hot here. So guys, happy Friday. I'm sorry I wasn't on yesterday. Thanks Instagram for hanging with me. Jaden wants to ask me a question. Sure, ask me a question. If it's appropriate, please keep it appropriate. And on the subject. Hey everyone on Facebook for joining me. Thank you, AB. I already said hi to Abby. Heather, Sarah, Jen, Becca, thank you. You're not asking me a question. Okay. All right, Facebook. I'll stay on with IG a little bit longer because somebody else wants to ask me a question. Yeah, Sarah said on Facebook, thousands of chemicals are banned in Europe, but only 11 are banned here. It is up to us. People need to keep their judgy comments. I absolutely agree. Our country, what time do I wake up in the morning? Jaden wants to know. Anywhere between 4:45 and 6 a.m. usually. I have children, so sometimes I have to get a head start to get my work done. But I also usually try to go to bed late. Not last night, but in general. So Sarah made a really good point just now in that, guys, the United States, and I have someone from Australia watching, I'm not sure what the food industry is like in other countries, but in the United States, our food is full of chemicals that make it so addicting, and there's a reason people can't stop eating at one chip because they have hired scientists to put stuff in our food to make it highly addictive. But then what that does is you overeat the chips or even overeat the quote-unquote healthy food or the food you think is healthy. And then all of a sudden you end up with insulin resistance and obesity and all those other things. Yeah, I mean, sugar, and I'm going to talk about sugar tomorrow, so stay tuned. That was what I was going to talk about yesterday for my nutrition talk. Sugar is like killing us, guys. Like it is killing us slowly and as a population, and it's not fat and cholesterol, it is sugar. Sugar is in everything. So I'll talk about more of that, yes, tomorrow, but I agree the chemicals and all this stuff is awful. The additives in a lot of processed foods making our issue with obesity and medical conditions like diabetes and heart disease like going through the roof. So you have to wonder, like as soon as we went low fat in this country, everyone started turning to carbs and sugars. And I'm not promoting keto at all. I don't think keto is for everybody as a doctor. I do think that there are some downsides to it and it's appropriate for certain people. So I don't think it's the fix end all be all for everybody. I certainly do find that people do have success with it, but I don't promote it. I promote a healthy lifestyle, but I also don't promote a high carb high sugar diet by any means. I think it's all needs to be balanced. You need your fats for your hormones. You need some carbs also for your hormones. So I do feel balanced nutrition is key. And I'll talk more, like I said, tomorrow about the processed sugars and the refined sugars and crap in our food, and it's killing us. So not to be morbid, but to be realistic, because you guys still turn to me for some health related talk. So, all right, IG, see ya. Thank you for joining me. And then I'll say bye to Facebook. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. All right, Facebook, I said bye to IG. Any last questions? Hey, Sherry. Hey, Kara. Yep, so I talked just now, and you can go back, it's 12 minutes long, about some comments that were going on in my fitness group about someone calling a girl skinny because she's adopted a healthier lifestyle and has lost weight, and totally called her out and made her feel self-conscious, and it's completely inappropriate. So, yep, that's what I talked about. And go back and take a look. If you listen to the replay, hit hashtag replay so I can see who is listening to me. So I continue to, or if you're here, say hello. So I continue to do live videos. As long as I'm talking to people, I don't mind coming on and sharing my knowledge and what I have to say. Okay, and topics that come up in my fitness group, because they're topics across the board for a lot of other women, so, and men, but this was specific to women. So, all right guys, love you. Happy Friday, and we'll see you tomorrow.